What's up everyone? My name is Lindsay Evans. I'm a realtor in Northern Virginia, serving both Washington, D.C. as well as Arlington, Alexandria, Fairfax, and the surrounding areas. I am here to share with you 6 first-time homebuyer tips for you to consider when switching from renting to buying. So tip number 1, speak with a local lender. So get pre-approved to see what exactly you can afford before you start looking for a place. I would recommend getting up to possibly 3 quotes so you can compare the interest rates, compare lenders, make sure you're finding the right fit for you. So it's important to know how much you actually qualified for, so you're not just wasting your time looking at places that could potentially be way over what you're actually approved for. You're gonna get your hopes up and you're gonna have to start all over. So tip number 2, I would suggest to reconsider before purchasing a home that is at the very max amount of what you're qualified for. So take a look at your budget, make sure you're not spreading yourself too thin. Often you will be approved for over what you should actually be spending each month on your mortgage payment. So you want to make sure that you're going to be able to live comfortably, you're not going to be house poor, and everything's going to be okay. So tip number 3, work with a realtor. So find a local expert in your area. If you're in Arlington, give me a call that knows the market that you're looking to buy within. So this person, you will not owe a fee to that realtor when you're on the buyer side. The commission comes from the seller side. So it's not going to hurt you at all to have an expert on your side representing you in one of the biggest, most important transactions of your life. So because they are a local expert, they're gonna know the market, can negotiate much more intelligently on your behalf, and ensure everything's gonna run smoothly from start to finish. Tip number 4, understand that you are not just paying the sales price of the home. There's other fees associated with purchasing a house that first-time homebuyers might not realize or even know about. So you'll want to make sure you have enough saved up to cover those additional costs that you will incur when purchasing a home. Just to say a few of these, this could be your home inspection and appraisal costs, which could be a couple $100s each, your earnest money deposit, county and state transfer taxes, property taxes, your possible HOA fee if there's an HOA, title insurance, and title services, just to say a few of those. These things are going to add up, so just make sure that you're prepared for more than just that down payment amount. Tip number 5, save and budget at least 1% of the sales price to cover any unexpected repairs of your home after you've already moved in. So things can break at any time. Repairs might need to be made, the week after you've moved in, things that might not have even shown up on the home inspection because it was just from normal wear and tear, something random happens. So just make sure out of each of your paychecks or monthly, whatever, you're putting a little bit aside in your nest egg to have for if anything happens, because you're no longer going to have that landlord or property manager to call with these problems to have them come pay for and fix. So just be prepared and have a plan for that. Tip number 6, last tip. Be willing to be flexible on your perfect home checklist. So, pretty much everyone has this list. I have a list. The odds that you will find a home within your budget with every single item on your checklist is not super high. So be willing to give on not getting maybe stainless steel appliances. The rest of the house is perfect. You don't have the stainless steel appliances. Just give on that. You can make these changes later. You can add those in. It's a minor adjustment. Just be open-minded and be willing to maybe buy a house that's under what you're expecting to pay, and then you can make renovations and make that home your perfect home. So those are my 6 tips for buying your first home. Again, speak with a local lender, get pre-approved before you start looking, take a look at that budget, make sure you're not spreading yourself too thin. Work with a local expert like me if you're in Arlington. Remember, you're not just paying that sales price of the home. There's other fees that you will incur when purchasing a house. And make sure you're saving and budgeting at least 1% of that purchase price for repairs, have a plan. And lastly, be willing to be flexible on that perfect home checklist. So thank you again for listening. Please go ahead and like this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with all things real estate on my videos. So thank you, and I will talk to you next time.